Every time I kissed my wife, I would turn away and wipe my mouth in disgust. I hated her so much that I needed allergy pills just to calm down, but I never dared to ask her for a divorce. The house and the car were both under her name, so every time I had contact with her, I would go to my assistant's place for comfort, seeing how miserable I looked. That day, my assistant took out a bag of white powder. She said it was colorless and tasteless. 10 hours after someone took it, they would look like they passed away naturally. To take my wife's property for myself, I immediately went to the store and bought a bottle of red wine. Then I put that substance into the wine. After I finished everything, I quickly threw the syringe into the trash. I thought the plan would go smoothly, but when I got home that night, I discovered that my wife had mysteriously disappeared. There was also a fresh red stain on the floor. I immediately realized something might have happened to her, but I searched every corner of the house and found nothing. Even her phone could not be reached. Suddenly, I saw a card on the table. It said I had to prepare $200 million in cash to get her back. Realizing my wife had been kidnapped, I chose to call the police right away. After investigating and collecting evidence, the police left my home. But after they were gone, I could not stop the joy rising inside me. I had planned to get rid of my wife that night, but now I did not have to do it myself. I believed that as long as I refused to pay the ransom, once something happened to my wife, everything she left behind would be mine. But early the next morning, I suddenly received an anonymous email. At the same time, the officers came to my house again, but no one expected what was inside the email. It was a stained fingernail. Thinking of the manicure my wife had just done, I instantly realized she might already be gone. I was secretly thrilled, but to avoid suspicion, I still acted pitiful in front of the reporters. I said I would do anything to save my wife, but I never expected my neighbor suddenly stepped forward and exposed the fact that I was having an affair. Just like that, a simple kidnapping and ransom case instantly turned into a planned murder case. I was so scared that I completely lost control. Suddenly, I noticed the bottle of red wine from last night, the one with the substance inside. I quickly poured the wine into the toilet. Then I slipped out through the back door. But I did not know there was still a little residue left in the bottle. Sure enough, that night, I was summoned to the police station for questioning. But right at that moment, a delivery guy suddenly brought over a disc. Inside was footage of my wife being kidnapped. At the end of the video, the kidnappers demanded that I prepare $200 million in cash within 8 hours. If I dared to contact the police, they would get rid of my wife. But I still had no idea this whole thing was actually a trap designed by my wife.